So we have the intellectual property challenges. That's the same thing we had with Napster. If you're old enough to remember Napster, which was a peer-to-peer music sharing application, they shut that down pretty quick because of the intellectual property, the creative property of the music. Again, bias mitigation strategies. We've got to make sure that there's no bias in what we create and what we do. And then transparency and trust issues. Like I said, sometimes AI is wrong, depending on the model. And so we have to make sure that we always look at and make sure that the output from AI generated content is credible, is real, and is true. So as far as preparing for a future with generative AI, we look at this as, on this particular slide, I used what's called SWOT analysis. And for those who are not familiar with the term, it stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Okay, so if we look at the strengths, obviously there's enhanced creativity, increased efficiency. There are a lot of strengths with using AI. Some of the opportunities, well, the growing demand, the market for AI and its applications is right now just exploding. So depending on what market you're in, you may decide to implement AI processes within your current processes, or you might decide, you know what, I'm going to hire somebody to build me an application very specific to my needs. And that's another market, another opportunity. Some of the weaknesses, implementation challenges. I know as recent as within the last 18 months, companies did not want their employees using ChatGPT or other AI tools in their day-to-day. So the adoption and implementation is taking a little bit longer than I think most people would have expected. And of course, the biggest threat is regulatory issues. So what governments decide as far as putting limitations on certain AI applications, AI adoption, it's anybody's guess. What is going to, we know that the United States government is looking into it. What comes out of it? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. So that completes my discussion of generative AI.